We are live back at the river's edge in beautiful downtown Davenport on a cold Sunday morning, December 1st. Can you believe it? December already. This is day 2 of the matchup between the Quad City Blues and the Ames Cyclones. Oop, forgot to turn my phone down. All right, JV's getting ready to start off. Both teams have sent out their starting lineups. 15 minutes on the clock. All right, who do we have out there? We have Drissel taking the face-off with Munsterman and Brock Carroll, with Sucheski and Gunnar Carroll back on D. The Blues win the face-off, send it up to neutral ice. Cyclones take it away, throw it in. Carroll back, picks it up. Tries to send it behind the net, but it's picked off. Puck comes to the blue line, it's poked out. But Cyclones throw it back in. Sucheski back on it, picks it up, stops, takes a look. Backhands it up the boards. Munsterman gets it at the hash marks, flips it up. It's not out of the zone yet. Bouncing around to neutral ice. But the Cyclones, I want to say the Flyers. Cyclones bring it in. It's out to neutral ice. Blunk off the bench. Gets it in deep. Shot goes wide. Waterman stops at the blue line, does a little spin move. Loses control. The Cyclones come away with it. Send it up ice. It doesn't connect. That'll probably go for icing. And icing is the call. So we'll have our first icing of the game. 13:57 left of the first period. Face-off coming to the right of the Cyclone goalie. There's the drop of the puck. Guile collects it, sends it up the boards. Blanc sends it over to Waterman, who sends it up to Smith. They can't connect. The puck goes in, but no icing. Cyclones pick it up behind the net. Bring it out, cross the blue line to the red line. Smith battles, picks it up, gets it around one Cyclone. Centers it. But Mendoza can't do anything with it. He's tied up. Blanc gets the puck, sends it down deep. Smith picks it up to Blanc. He's in the corner, sends it back to Smith below the goal line. Smith tries to send it to the point off a set of skates. The Cyclones come away with it, cross the red line, carry it in. Guile tries to squeeze his man off, but can't. Oh, right in front of the net. It's off some skates. And dangerously goes across the crease. We have a change today in net. Gavin Barr is in net this morning. Puck's at center ice. The Blues control. They cycle back into their end. Guile sends it all the way down the ice. This will probably go for icing, and it does. So the Blues will have a face-off coming up in their end to the right of Gavin Barr this morning. So we have Alexander, Price, and Karsten out there. That lineup yesterday was very effective. 3 goals in the game. Price can't control. One-timer flutters harmlessly to the outside of the net. Oh, there's a good shot by a Cyclone player. The Blues struggling to get it up ice. Price gets it, chips it out, but right to a Cyclone player who tries to chip it back in. Sucheski gets it, sends it over. It's chipped up ice. Alexander gets it, carries it in. He's run off along the boards. Buddy gets the puck. Shoots off the side of the goalie. Tries to send it to the blue line, but it's intercepted. Goes through Jackson Cutcomp's skate, but Ryan Waterman picks it up. Alexander roughing up his man. Karsten throws it in. It's on net. The goalie stops it, and he'll take the face-off. All right. We have Place, Pruitt, and Beckwith out there as the forwards with Waterman and Spector back there. Ames comes away in control of the puck. Behind the net they go. They pull up. They're under pressure. Beckwith gets her stick in the way, but the goalie swats it behind the net. Place chases the man out from behind the net. Up ice to the winger. But Waterman nicely knocks the puck off the stick. Sends it up. Cyclones collect. Can't control it. Waterman blasts it in on net. Oh. That surprised the goalie this morning. But we will have a face-off at center ice. I'm surprised they don't send that one all the way down. They did yesterday. Driscoll taking the face-off with Munsterman. Driscoll wins it back to Sucheski. Sends up the boards to Munsterman. He can't get it. The Cyclones come away. They struggle with it. The puck's knocked in the zone. Driscoll and Munsterman are after it. Driscoll presses. Cyclones come out from behind their net. Up the right wing. Cross the red line. In the zone. Beguile gets his stick in the way. Cyclone player stumbles in the corner. Can't control it. Cyclone send it back to the far corner. Up the boards it goes to the point. There's a big hit. But we're going to have a penalty. Giles going to the box. 2 minutes. Slashing is the call. Not the way we want to start the game out with 10:57 left in the first period. The Blues are on their first penalty kill. We have Blunk out there with Smith, with Waterman, and Carroll. Puck on the near boards. Cyclones control. Tried to take it behind the net. Rubbed off on the boards, but still control. Up the boards they go. Down go two players at the point. There's a shot. Oh, it's off Waterman. It's out in the slot. Knocked to the boards. Sent down deep. Cyclones gather it behind the net. Carroll knocks the man off the puck. Blunt comes up with it. Rims it hard around the boards to the point. The Cyclones can't keep it in. Oh, Smith almost had a chance to go away with it. Ames tags up. They regroup. Carry in. Big number 8. Gunnar Carroll, though, takes him down. Nice check. Puck's up the boards. The Blues are pressing high. It's thrown in. Goes wide of the net. Cyclones gather. Waterman knocked down, but no call. Oh, there's a dangerous play. The Cyclones were cutting hard to the net with a pass across the crease. There's a one-timer. It goes off Gunnar Carroll's shin to the corner. Gunnar taking on 2 players. He gets smashed into the boards. And a hand pass is called. So the faceoff will come outside the zone. 44 seconds left. Oh, there is a penalty too. Oh, they're calling a slashing on Waterman. So the Blues went from 1 man down to 2 already. 9:41 left in the first. 44 seconds left on the first penalty. 2 minutes up on the board for Waterman slashing. All right, down 2 men. We have Driscoll. We have Mendoza and Sucheski out there. This will be a big test for Gavin Barr. The shots will come fast and furious. Oh, off the post. Off the far post. No goal. Nice shot. Here comes the next shot. Oh, Gavin tries to glove it on the ice, but doesn't control it. It's slammed into his pads. He squeezes it off. And he'll take the face off to the right. The Blues change up their penalty kill. 21 seconds left on the initial penalty. Blanc takes the face off. Cyclones control. Try to center it. Blanc gets it, flips it out. He's off on the race. Oh, but he can't get to it first. Here come the Cyclones. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Blanc gets back in time. There's a long shot. Deflected nicely to the corner by Barr. Up to the point it goes, down to the corner, can't control it. It's a foot race. Carroll gets it, sends it up, but the Cyclones keep it in with a skate. It's at the blue line, stays in, sent to the near boards. Blanc presses, shot attempt blocks. Puck sent off the glass, down the ice it goes, and the Blues have now killed off the first penalty, so it's back to a 5-on-4. Mendoza's out there with Smith, Gunnar Carroll, and Guile. Puck sent to the neutral zone. Cyclones are looking. Here comes that big number 8. He's trying to come in. Down below the goal line in the corner. Carroll's on him. He comes around, tries to wrap around, but Barhead had it sealed off. Carroll gets it, throws it up to the glass, but over the glass. And we'll have a stoppage, and we'll have a face-off. This time it's to the left of Bar. 21 seconds left on the slashing penalty. 8:01 left in the first period. Scoreless game to this point. Driscoll takes the face-off. Cyclones come away with it. Shot, no goal off that far bar, but the rebound is put in. So the Blues kill off the first penalty, survive a 5-on-3, but give up a goal with 15 seconds left of the second penalty. 7:56 of the first. The Ames Cyclones are up 1-0 on your Quad City Blues. All right, there's the drop of the puck. Cyclones come away with it, carry it in the zone, feed it cross ice to the opposite corner. Puck comes up. Karsten has it, loses it, squeezes it, squeaks in the Ames zone. The goalie plays it behind the net. Price gets a hold of it. He tries to backhand to the front of the net, but it's intercepted. Chipped out. Overskated by Alexander and one of the Cyclone players. Chipped out to neutral zone. Karsten and Price press. Puck's intercepted by Alexander. Carson sends it to the far side. Price in on it. Price, who had an excellent game yesterday, pressing the puck carrier. Behind the net it goes. Up to the blue line. It's intercepted by the Blues, but Alexander can't do anything with it. Puck's bouncing around off Carson's skate. Can't get a stick on it. Waterman gets it, sends it deeper. Carson fumbling with it, gets it, tries to send it to Guile, but it's intercepted. Here come the Cyclones. Into the zone. Throw it near side on the net. Price gets it, sends it up, but there's a Cyclone player waiting right there. Cyclone player goes down. Puck's underneath him. It's picked out by Waterman. He sends it around behind the net, off the end boards, all the way up. Guile gets a hold of it. No, nice pass to Beckwith, but it's in her skate. She can't control it, and the Cyclones send it in for icing. So we'll have a face-off all the way down in the Ames end to the left of their goalie. We have Place, Pruitt, and Beckwith out there with Sicheski and Carroll back on the blue line. Drop of the puck. Place wins it. Sicheski throws one towards the net, but a stick stops that. Ames picks it up behind the net. Up to the wing. Nice pass to neutral ice. Sicheski in a foot race. He hits his man off the puck. Carroll gets it, sends it around. Pruitt picks it up, tries to chip up the boards, but there's a Cyclone in the way. Keep saying Flyers. The Ames people are laughing at me. They're battling along the boards. Cyclones come away. Nice drop back to the point. He sends it around. Sicheski battles. Can't poke it past the big man. Up the boards it comes. Beckwith gets her skates in the way. She's tied up. Oh, her stick is flipped up high in the air. But the Blues come away. Place has it. He tries to pass it up to Beckwith, but it's intercepted. This line's struggling. Cyclones send it deep. Carroll gets a hold of it. Tries to go behind the net. Oh, he passes it right to a Cyclone player. It's off a bar. They send it deep. Oh, Carroll's on it. Nobody was covering the man in the slot, but he couldn't handle the hot pass. Carroll back on it. Beckwith gets it. She tries to clear it out, but it goes just to the point. Again, up the slot. Finally, Pruitt ties the man up. He tries to pass between his skates. It's up and out. It goes for icing. And the Blues survive. The Blues are lucky they weren't picking up the man in the slot at the hash marks. Couple scoring chances. But the score is still Ames 1, your Quad City Blues 0. 4:53 left in the first period. The Blues not looking as sharp as yesterday. Cutcomp sends it up the boards. Cyclones get to it first. The Blues are chasing it behind the net. There's a Cyclone player there. He's pinned along the boards. The puck squirts up to the blue line, but it can't be kept in. The Cyclones rifle one in off the glass. It drops right on the blue line. Shot high over the net. Rims all the way up to the point. Big number 8 for the Cyclones. Tries to get through everybody. Munsterman gets it over to Brock Carroll. Sends it back to Munsterman, but he couldn't handle it. Good chance there. Brock hits the man behind the net. Comes up. Guile, who's pinching, gets around a couple players. Tries to send it to the net, but it deflects behind. Out front it goes. Guile's right there. He's got, nice shot, but the goalie came out, did a nice job of blocking that. It's sent out. Munsterman gets to it, flings it in, goes down behind the net. Brock Carroll comes in. Cyclones send it up. Oh, the puck just squirts out as Blunt gets to it. Waterman sends it up to Mendoza. Mendoza tries a little fancy move, but bounces it off the skates of the Cyclone player back out to neutral ice. The Blues get it out of their zone. Here comes Mendoza into the zone. He sends it over. Blunt's stick not in the, wasn't there. Blunt drops it back. A hard shot from Gunnar Carroll is deflected out front and goes high into the netting for a stoppage. The Blues are picking the pace up a little bit here with 3:22 left in the first period. Down by a goal, we have Blunk, Smith, and Mendoza out there with Waterman and Gunnar Carroll back on defense. There's the whistle. Drop of the puck. Blues come away with it. Right in front, Smith battling. Oh, the puck's loose out there. Mendoza was a bit high in the slot. Puck squirts past Waterman. It's a foot race. Carroll gets to it first. But he's tied up by a couple Cyclone players. Puck sent down below the net, or below the goal line. Waterman pokes it off a Cyclone player's stick. The D falls down. Waterman nicely gets it to Smith. It's a 2-on-1 with Mendoza. He shoots. Oh, there's a rebound. It's loose. Mendoza can't keep control of it. Ames sends it up the boards. Carroll struggles with it. Sends it over to Waterman. He stops it. Nice low shot right on net. Smith gets back up after getting knocked down. Blunt gets it up high. Carroll gets it. He looks. He throws one in off the pads. Sent up. Carroll stops it with his body at the blue line. He sends it down. Oh, a centering attempt gets deflected. Carroll gets it, though. It's still in. Shot. Blocker save. Goalie doesn't know where it is. Oh, and the puck somehow ends up under the goalie in his glove. I don't know where it went. But the Blues with some dangerous chances there. 3-4 shots in a row. Ames' goalie did a fantastic job of keeping all of those out of the net. The Blues change up. We have Alexander, Karsten, and Price out there as forwards with Guile and Sachesky back as D. Drop of the puck. Puck's tied up right to the net. It goes. Oh, Price can't capitalize. Alexander tries. 2 good chances right there in close. And the Blues are picking it up. 2:12 left in the first. They're down by a goal. One here would be nice to go into the period break tied up. Alexander taking the face-off. Drop of the puck. Cyclones get it. It's Chesky. Sends it back down. Price tied up. Centers it. But it's knocked to the far boards. Little dipsy duel. Ames is in. Centering pass off a pair of skates of the Blues player. Played with a high stick, but it goes to the Blues, so it's waved off. Alexander can't control the pass at center ice, but he's pursuing with vigor. Ames sends it around and out. Guile pokes at it, falls down, takes his man down. Alexander tries to check his man. Sends the puck in. Price after it. Can't get there in time. It's flicked up on the backhand. Guile comes down. Cyclones, nice shot. Carson puts it on goal. Goalie absorbs it, and we'll have a face-off to the right of the goalie. 1:24 left. The Blues, for the last 3.5 minutes, have dominated. Almost all the play has been in the Ames end. We have Drissel, Munsterman, Carroll, Kutkamp, and Brock Carroll out there. Brock knocks his man down, but can't control the puck. Cyclones come away with it. They get it out, but it's chipped right back in. Munsterman forechecking. Puck sent wide. Kutkamp can't control the rebound. Brock sends it over. The Blues pick it up. They're looking. Send it in, and it is icing. Drissel was just on the wrong side of the red line, and the pass didn't connect. So we'll have a face-off with 57 seconds left in the first, all the way down in the Blues end to the right of Gavin Barr. There's the drop of the puck. The Blues come away with it. Smith crosses the blue line, the red line, gets it in the zone. Tries to go short side. Nothing there. Blanc takes a shot. Oh, and the goalie recovers nicely. Blanc with an excellent scoring chance. But the goalie pushed off the post right out to the top of the crease. And Blanc put it right in his chest. 42.9 seconds left. The Blues are working hard for that first goal. Down by a goal. Face off to the left of the goalie. Mendoza, Blanc, Smith out there on the forward line. Carroll and Kutkamp back. Blues win it. Back to Carroll. Smith can't control it. It goes around behind the net. Mendoza battling on the boards, but the Cyclones come out with it. But the pass is a little behind the player. Carroll knocks the man down. The puck gets behind him, but Kutkamp comes back up, picks it up, pulls up, takes a look, sends it up ice. Oh, nice cross-ice pass, but Mendoza was just not there yet. Blanc puts a nice hit on him, number 8 along the boards. Puck comes out of the zone. Smith gets it, sends it over for Mendoza, but again, a little too far ahead. 4 seconds left. Shot on net, goes wide. And that's the end of the first period. The Blues really bringing it on in the last 3-4 minutes of that period, but they're down 1-0. So we'll have a short break here. Remember, there's no ice scrape between the first and second for JV. All right. We're getting ready for the start of the second period. We got 15 minutes up on the board. Ames leading 1-0. The Blues send out Place, Beckwith, and Pruitt as the forwards, with Guile and Waterman back on defense. The ref checks with the goalies. Drop of the puck. Puck's tied up. There's a scrum. Neutral ice. Ames tries to come away with it, but Waterman pokes it off a stick. Place up the boards. He's run into. Puck comes out of the zone. Sent in. Beckwith swats at it, sends it to the near boards. Place can't control it. Beckwith is in there. She's pushing, tying up her man. Ames gets it in the zone, but Guile fumbles it. Puck's sent up the boards, but sent back down. Nobody seems to want to take control of this thing. Place gets to it. Beckwith hits it, deflects high. Place gets to it, but Cyclones come away with it. They send it back behind the net, but it's tied up back there. Guile kicks it with his skate, comes up the ice, sends it up. Beckwith can't control it. Doesn't get past the point. Oh, Waterman tries to glove it, but it gets past him dangerously. Bauer had to be paying attention. Squirts out to Pruitt. He sends it up ice. He looks left, right. It's a one-on-one. He takes a shot low. The goalie gloves it. So, 13:51. The Blues get a face-off in the Ames end to the left of the goalie. We have Alexander, Karstens, and Price out there as forwards with Gunnar, Carroll, and Szczeski back on the blue line. Cyclones get it, send it around the boards, but Carroll sends it back around from the blue line. Szczeski pinching deep. Puck sent up. Oh, Price looked to deflect a shot on net, but it doesn't go anywhere. Carson sends it in front of the net. Ames sends it up and out. Szczeski sends it back to the blue line. Alexander sends it in deep. Karsten, Price, forechecking hard. Ames up the boards with it, sends it up to a forward. It's off his skates. Ames has to take it back. Oh, the pass is intercepted right in front of the net. The Blues can't do anything with it. Here come the Cyclones. Cross the red line, carry it in. Szczeski rubbing his man off the boards. Puts his man down. Puts another man down. Puck along the near boards. Nobody again wants to control it. And Szczeski gets it, sends it back to Gunnar Carroll behind the net. He takes a look, sends it up to Carson. He tries to chip it around the man, but can't. Puck's finally chipped out to center ice. Ames gets to it first. They try to play it. Carry it in, gets around, one shot. Oh, high over the net. Carson gets to it, sends it up ice. Had a man streaking there, but he couldn't get to it. Ames throws it deep. Gunnar Carroll gets to it first, sends it over. Alexander gets a stick on it, deflects it into the zone. Mendoza bumps the man, can't control the puck. It's fired, hammered up the ice, and there's an icing. The Blues will get a face-off deep in Ames end with 12 minutes left in the second period, down a goal. Pressing hard. So we have Blunk, Mendoza, Smith out there as forwards with Guile and Cutcomp back on D. Blunk wins it back. It's sent over to Cutcomp. He tries to shoot one, but it's right into the Ames player. Mendoza gets it back. There's a shot harmlessly on net that Barr steers aside. Guile tied up in the corner. Cutcomp pushes the man off the puck, sends it around. Mendoza sends it up right to a Cyclone player. Cutcomp tripped down, but there's no call. Ames sends it right to a Blues player. Smith, who carries it out. Across the blue line, he's looking, he centers it. Oh, it goes to Blunk. There's a shot. But the goalie deflects it with his stick. Cutcomp gets it, struggles, throws it on net, stopped by a skate. Blunk gets it, tries to take it around. It's knocked off his stick. Battling along the boards. Cutcomp jumps up on it, takes a shot low. Deflected to the corner by the goalie. And Ames chips it out. Guile tries to glove save it. Misses. It goes all the way down on Barr, who directs it to the corner. Cutcomp misses his check, but ties the man up. It's thrown up to the point. There's a hard shot. Oh, it's off. That was dangerous, and it was off a skate. Barr had to put his glove down and almost missed it with his glove. Another second attempt right in the slot. Barr stops that. So back and forth action here with 10:40 of the second. Your Blues are still down 1-0. We have Driscoll out there with Munsterman. Gunnar Carroll on defense with Waterman. And Brock Carroll's the other winger. Blues come up. Nice pass to Munsterman, but he gets the puck knocked off his stick. He regains control. Nice pass. Over to Carroll. On goal. The rebound was there, but the Blues couldn't do anything with it. They sent it to the point. There's a shot, but off the Ames player. Ends up deep in the corner. Carroll gets it but loses it. Gunnar Carroll sends it into a crowd. It bounces out past him. Waterman picks it up. Fires it in. The Blues tag up. They're in after it. Brock's in first. Gets to it. Puck's along the near boards. Sent over to Waterman. Waterman takes a look, sends one, but it sticks in the way. It's high in the net. And caught in the netting. 9:50 left in the second period. The Blues are working hard for that first goal. They just can't get anything past this goalie. Alexander, Karsten, Price, the forwards. Guile, Siecheski back. Face-off goes back to Siecheski. He sends it deep. Oh, the Cyclone player tried to just feather it around, but Alexander got there and got in the way. But the Blues can't do anything with it. It's sent out to neutral ice. Here come the Cyclones in. Siecheski knocks his man off the puck. There's another big hit. Oh, Price misses it. It's kept in. There's a shot. Oh, Barr one right at his head. He kind of winced as the puck came in. He got his glove there in time. So the face-off comes to the left of Gavin Barr. The Blues change their D up. Out comes Gunnar Carroll and Cutcomp. There's a drop of the puck. Ames wins it. Takes a hard swing at the puck, but misses. But they still control it. It's finally sent up the boards. Cutcomp gets it, tries to hit Karsten with it, but it's ahead of his stick. Still in, finally. Karsten gets it and throws it down the ice. That'll be an icing. And the puck comes all the way back. The Blues changing up their forwards. They send out Place, Beckwith, and Pruitt with Cutcomp and Gunnar Carroll back on D. Face off to the right of Barr. There's the whistle. Drop of the puck. The Blues win it. Carroll comes back, sends it up the boards. It's out in neutral ice. The race is on. Big number 8 for the Cyclones gets to it first, but his pass isn't controlled. Beckwith gets it. She loses it. But the puck's still in the zone. It's flipped high and out of the zone. Carroll gets it center ice, but he's pressed by 2 Cyclones. Carroll puts a big check on his man. Oh, that pass right in the skates of Cutcomp. He can't control it. But he recovers. Comes back to Carroll. He takes a look, sends it around. Pruitt hops over his stick. Shot on net. Barr steers it behind the net. Here comes Carroll. He sends it up. It's off the backside of Beckwith, but she gets her stick in the way. Cyclones control, send one high over the net. Carroll gets to it, sends it up the boards. Comes back to him, he sends it up again. Pruitt tries to flip it around. He does. Place out there. He's to it first. He sends one back. The goalie controls it. It's behind the net, but Beckwith's on it. It's sent up around as the Blues are changing behind the play. But Waterman knocked it off a stick, but it ends up in the blue zone. He gets back, recovers. Guile comes up with it. He sends it up. Oh, Smith was there, and it goes for icing. Nice try by Giles to get it all the way up to Smith, who was just outside the Ames zone, but they couldn't connect, so it comes back to the left of Barr. 7:40 left in the second period. The Blues have had their chances. They just can't capitalize on anything, and the goalie for Ames is doing an outstanding job. Blues win the face-off. It's sent back behind the net. Waterman sends it around off the boards. Sent up and out by Mendoza, but the Cyclones hammer it back in. Guile pulls up behind the net, takes a look, sends it up. It's deflected out of the zone by a Cyclone player. Aims his first back to it. Mendoza presses him. Cyclone send it around to Smith. He grabs it. Blanc can't control it. Throws a blind shot at the net, but it's intercepted. Smith trying to back check, gets knocked down. Puck hammered around the boards. Ames gets it. Oh, throws one dangerously from the half wall that almost went in. Mendoza can't get it out. Blunt gets on the man. Shot hits Ryan Waterman, and he sends it down the length of the ice. Icing waved off. It's a foot race. Smith is on him. Gets it away. Sends it up the ice, but nobody's there yet. The Blues changed up behind. Munsterman gets the puck, but gets hammered. Drissel on the forecheck. Gets the puck away, but he gets squeezed off. The Blues still control over to Munsterman. He sends it up to Guile. Guile gets a hold of it, takes a shot in. Oh, and the goalie does a nice job of tracking that through traffic with a glove save. So the Blues will get a face-off to the left of the goalie. Drissel, Munsterman, and Brock Carroll out there as the forwards with Gunnar Carroll and Siecheski back. Ames wins the face-off, but Munsterman presses hard, ties his man up below the goal line along the end boards. Two Blues players are in there fighting for the puck. Nobody comes away with it. It's kicked out by the Blues player, but the Cyclones come away with it. But Munsterman's on it. Won't let him get up ice. It's reversed around the boards. Siecheski pinches deep. The Blues manage to keep it in the zone. Send it back down. Munsterman, he's on it. He gets to it. It's tied up. Siecheski comes away with it. He's way down deep for a defenseman. He's in the corner battling. Uses the ref as a pick. He reverses it. Gunnar Carroll goes down deep. Centers one, but nobody's there. There's a blast by Siecheski. It goes around to Carroll. The D are down almost as forwards. Sent to Drissel at the blue line. His shot goes off a stick, goes to the corner, sent back up. The Blues are controlling. Puck still in. Carroll sends it. Oh, there was a Munsterman going to the net. It bounced off his stick. Cyclones get a hold of it, but their clearing attempt is corralled by Carroll, who skates it in. Goes down deep. He's got his brother. Oh, his brother was going to the net, but there was a player in the way of that pass. Puck squirts out to the red line. Siecheski sends it to Karsten. Gets it in. He shoots it on net. So for all their efforts, the Blues haven't been able to get one in. They still trail 1-0, but they're picking the tempo up again with 4:45 left of the second period. They just haven't been able to get one past the Ames goalie. Alexander, Price, and Carson out there. There's the face-off. Cop tries to send it over to his D partner, but it's intercepted. Breakaway, and Barr does a nice job on a dangerous play. Whew. Waterman and Cutcomp were coming back hard, but they couldn't quite catch the speedy Cyclone player, who got a good shot off, but Barr stood tall at the top of the crease, squeezed it off with his pads. Waterman gets the puck. His first clearing attempt goes off a Cyclone player. Sends it out, but Cyclones send it right back in. Waterman's to it. He sends it behind the net to Cutcomp. He sends it up the ice to the point. Oh, there's a shot from the point that Barr steers away with his big paddle. Cutcomp gets a stick in the way. Ames still controls. Up to the point it goes. But Carson in the way slows that down. Oh, there was a man on the back side of the crease, but that puck was just a little out of his reach. Battling by the blue line. Puck goes dangerously to the top of the slot. It's hammered up to the point again. The Blues can't get it out. They're just trying to smash it down the ice when they should be trying to connect with somebody. Up to the point it goes. Big number 8 takes a shot. It's deflected off somebody, goes wide of the net. Ames is to it. Waterman gloves it down to himself. Now they carry it out. Pass across to Price. But it goes in offsides. Price pushes it. Ames control. Slide one in on Barr. Steers it to the corner. Ames on it. Alexander, though, was in the way of that centering pass. It's up to Price, but he can't control it. To the point. Kept in. Oh, nope. They say it came out. So Ames is offsides. We'll have a face-off, and that's a break for the Blues. They were struggling to get up ice with it. So we have Place, Pruitt, Beckwith is the forwards. Guile and Gunnar Carroll back. There's the drop of the puck. There's a scrum on the face-off dot. Carroll comes away with it. Gets in the zone, but can't get around the Cyclone player. Loses control. Beckwith presses behind the net. She causes a turnover. She tries to center it, but it's deflected to the far corner. Pruitt's on it. He ties up two Ames players. Beckwith sneaks in there, gets her stick in there. Puck comes up, but Beckwith is on along the boards, ties up the man. Place comes away with it, centers it. There's a deflection that goes behind the net. Guile takes a look, decides to pinch, but the puck's sent down hard. Icing's the signal. And the Cyclones ice the puck. 2:31 of the second. Blues down 1-0. But every shift, they're having chances. So the forwards are changed up. We have Blanc, Smith, and Mendoza out there with Guile. And Gunnar Carroll back as defenseman. Drop of the puck. Blanc wins it to Carroll. Carroll looks, sends one. It's deflected high over the net, off a stick. Smith, he sends it up to the point. But Guile had moved in a little bit, so it gets past him. Carroll collects it in his own end, sends it over to Guile off the side boards. Cyclones, though, take a shot. It's off the outside of the net dangerously. Oh, there was a nice try. But the Cyclone player on the opposite side of the net shoots it right into the pad of Gavin Barr, who didn't expect that pass to go across so quickly. 2:05 left in the second period. Monk on the faceoff loses it. Ames puts it on net. Barr stops the puck, and we'll have a faceoff again. We have Sacheski out there with Waterman for D. We have Blanc, Smith, and Mendoza as the forwards. Waterman sends it up to Smith, but he loses control. It's hammered back around by Ames. Sacheski gets to it. Mendoza collects it in the neutral zone. Can't do anything with it. Blanc can't do anything with it. Sacheski recoils with it, sends it over to Waterman, who misses the one-touch pass. Gets it, sends it back to Sacheski, skates it over, hits Blanc in the neutral zone. Blanc throws it in deep, and it's foot race. Blanc gets there, controls it, comes around. He's looking, sends it on net, but the goalie held his position. Smith battling in the corner. Mendoza comes to support. Smith sends it up high to Blanc. Blanc takes a shot. It's off the Cyclone player. There's another shot deflected by a stick. Ames is doing a really good job today of deflecting and blocking shots. There's a shot from Waterman, blue line, that the goalie easily slides over and stops. The Blues are going to need a deflection or a backdoor play here because this goalie's stopping everything he's seeing. 1:07 left in the second period. Face off to the right of the goalie. Drissel taking it. He's out there with Brock Carroll and Munsterman. Blues win it, but it goes between the D, goes all the way down. And the Cyclones are first to it, dangerously. Two off the goalie's pad right there. But it's sent out. Drissel hustling after it. Big number 8 gets it, makes a nice move, gets around, sends it up the ice. But Carroll knocks the man down. Drissel sends it off of Cutcomp's skates. It's bouncing around. Munsterman gets it in. Brock Carroll after it, picks it up, takes a look, tries to send it back to Munsterman. He does. It's sent over up high. Guile shoots. It's deflected off of a stick to the corner. Munsterman gets to it, throws it down. Brock Carroll gets to it, tries to send it back to Munsterman, but it's off a stick again. Back and forth they go, up to the point. Giles there. He carries it down to the hash marks. Tied up along the boards. 10 seconds left in the period. There'll be a penalty. I think it'll come from Ames. Nope. Yep. I think he'll get a roughing. Oh, head contact. So they call head contact. That'll be a 2 and 10. So with 8.9 seconds left of the second period, the Cyclones find themselves down a man. Face off to the left of their goalie. Head contact called. So that brings us a 2-minute minor and a 10-minute misconduct. Ames has to put a second man in the box. So there's the drop of the puck. Goes to the corner, rifled around, but it's intercepted. Oh, the centering pass. Monk's not far enough out in front of the net. And Ames sends it up the ice, and that's the end of the second period. All right. Well, we'll take a small break while they clean the ice here, and we'll be back for exciting third period action. This is back and forth. Ames up 1-0 with a minute 52 left on a penalty that they'll have to kill off at the start of the third. So the Blues have put plenty of shots on net. Just can't get one past the goalie. All right, we are back, getting ready for the start of the third period here in the Blues JV game against the Ames Cyclones. After a 5-1 win yesterday, the Blues find themselves in a dogfight here, down 1-0 going into the third. With plenty of scoring chances, they just haven't been able to get one past the Ames goalie this time. So we'll see what they have in store in this third period. One thing we do know is we have to stay out of the box. The Blues had overlapping penalties, and they survived a 5-on-3 for about 45 seconds or so, but gave up the only goal in the game with 15 seconds left in the second penalty. But on the bright side, the Blues have a 1 minute and 52 power play to complete going into this third period, so perhaps we can hit the back of the net and tie things up. All right, there's the whistle. Ref checks with the goalies. We have Blanc, Sacheski, and Carroll out there with Smith and Mendoza. Mendoza sends it around to Gunnar Carroll. Carroll takes a look, goes behind the net, comes out the other side. Up he comes. Crosses the blue line, sends it over to Blanc, who carries it in. Battling to get around his man. Loses control, tries to send it to the point, but it's intercepted. Cyclones get a hold of it, send it the length of the ice. Barr settles it down. Gunnar Carroll picks it up, takes a look. He drops it off for Smith, who, almost loses control in front of a Cyclone player. Puck's bobbled at the blue line. The Blues can't get it out. They head back behind the net, set things up. Chased out, sends it over. Gunnar Carroll up the boards, but loses control at the blue line. And Ames sends it back off their own goalie, hammers it around the board, but it's kept in. The Blues get a break there. Tic-tac-toe, they play along the boards, back and forth. Carroll at the blue line sends it back down. And so thankfully to the Ames broadcast, I hear the correct call is a crease violation. So the Blues player was in the crease without the puck there, which is a stoppage and a face-off outside the zone. So 40 seconds left on the power play. The Blues haven't been able to muster a whole lot. Brock Carroll gets his stick in the way, controls the puck. It's in the zone, but can't do anything with it. And the Cyclones hammer one down the ice. Time running out on this power play. The Blues haven't generated any scoring chances. All right, here come the Blues up ice. Drissel carries it into the zone but loses control. And out come the Cyclones. They send it up the boards and easily get it out of the zone. 6 seconds left on the power play. Nobody's skating hard. Guile takes a look at the clock, finally gets to the puck. Penalty over, team's at full strength. Guile almost gets it picked off, but gets the puck back, sends it high off the glass, but can't get it up. Price was waiting. The Cyclones come across the slot, but lose control. Puck sent up, but it's deflected. Finally, the Blues get it out, and the Cyclones send it right back in. Waterman collects behind the net, takes a look, backhands one up. Price sends it to Munsterman, comes across the red line, into the zone, takes a shot, but it's blocked by his stick. Price centers it, but nobody's there at the hash marks. Ames sends it down. It'll go for icing, and icing is the call. So the Blues catch a break. The faceoff comes all the way down to the right of the Ames goalie. We have Alexander, Price, Karsten out there as the forwards with Sacheski and Cutcomp back on the blue line. Drop of the puck. Puck goes to the corner. Price ties the man up. Cutcomp can't keep it in at the hash marks. Karsten comes back. Sends it up the ice to Price. He tries to get around one man. loses control of the puck, but he's still on it, battling. He manages to push it in the zone. Cyclones get it out into neutral ice, backhanded deep. Rattles around the boards. Jeske, first one to it, sends it up. Karsten gets it, but loses control at the blue line. Oh, here's a dangerous play. Shot goes wide. And did it go out? Must have left the surface. So we have a face-off to the left of Gavin Barr. 11:43 left in the third. The Blues look a little flat coming out in the third after a minute 50-something left in a power play. We have Place, Pruitt, Beckwith out there with Waterman and Carroll as the D. Puck's won by Ames, but it pops out of the zone. Pruitt on it hard. Beckwith gets her skates on it, but she was out of the zone, and Pruitt must not have realized that, and he plays it. So there's a stoppage, a face-off outside the Ames zone, right in front of the Ames bench. Place will be taking the face-off. There's the whistle, drop of the puck. Place wins it. Waterman jumps up, grabs it, carries it in, pulls up, but it's knocked off his sticking out. Place gets to it, looks, sends it over to Carroll. He's looking up ice. Sends it to Beckwith, who tips it in. Pruitt skates on it, but can't get to it first. Harasses the man behind the net, but Ames gets it up, gets it out of the zone, crosses the red line, but Waterman gets his stick in the way. Manages to come away with it, flicks up the board. Battle along the blue line. Puck's up into the neutral zone. Beckwith forechecking hard. Oh, can't get her stick on it, but Place keeps it in. Gets around one man. On net. Beckwith. Oh! Beckwith with a dangerous chance right there off of Place's shot. She gets the rebound, but can't get enough on it, and the goalie stops the dangerous chance. And the score remains 1-0 in favor of Ames. Yeah. When they say it's a game of inches. Maybe her dad shouldn't have cut that inch off that stick. Pardon me. Drop of the puck. Guile gets it, comes back to his own blue line, sends it up. Pass doesn't connect, but it's slowed down by Ames. Blanc, all alone, comes in. Oh, he tries to get a backhand 5-hole, but the goalie doesn't fall for it. The puck's lost up in his gear. Yep, falls out finally. Again, everything we've thrown at this goalie hasn't gone in. So, Blanc, Mendoza, Smith, out there's the forwards, Guile, and Cutcomp back. Guile gets it, hammers it up the boards, but it's cut off. Oh, nice pass to Blanc up towards the blue line. He sends it off. Oh, that's the kind of luck you need sometimes. Blanc's shot hit an Ames player at the hash marks in the slot, causing the puck to redirect. It goes high, top corner, and the poor Ames goalie had nothing he could do about it with a sudden change of direction. But that's how hockey is. Sometimes the puck bounces for you, sometimes it doesn't. And the Blues get a fortunate goal with 10:32 left in the third to tie this game up 1-1. And at center ice, we'll have a face-off. There's the drop of the puck. Ames controls, but sends it up into the zone. The Blues collect it. They get it out. Blanc all alone, but he's rubbed off the puck. Zacheski pinches deep. Smith at the blue line. Blanc hammered in the corner. Mendoza comes away with it. Tries to sneak one in short side, but the puck sent down the ice. All right, Barr stops that, and we'll have a face-off to his left. Waterman collects the puck behind the net. Sends it up off the glass. It gets around the Flyers player, Munsterman, but he's harassed, loses control. Cut comp, sends it to Munsterman. He makes a move, gets in the zone. It's onside, sends it to the net. Oh, Brock Carroll was crashing there. Didn't have his stick out far enough. Tied up at the blue lines. Munsterman gets it again. Gets around one guy, poke check by the goalie, but the puck behind the net. Cyclones can't get it out. Tied up along the boards. Finally, the puck squirts out. Waterman, nice check along the boards, knock his man down, but the puck's driven deep. Driscoll gets in there, pushes his man into the boards. Puck's loose. Cut comp pushes his man off, but the Cyclones come away with it, send one up, but Brock Carroll's there, collects it. It's poked off his stick over the red line. The Blues are caught in a change. But fortunately, number 44 of the Cyclones decides to do one too many stick handles and causes an offside to occur, giving the Blues a big break. It was a 3-on-2 with a direct line to the goalie. But instead, we have a face-off at neutral ice right here on the near boards. We have Alexander, Price, and Karstens out there. Ames wins the face-off, dumps it in. Guile collects it, sends it over to Gunnar Carroll. Carroll takes a look, sends it up. Can't connect. Ames sends it back up the ice. Guile gets it. Backhands it up. Karsten collects it, sends it around. Price collects it along the boards. He's looking. Sends it over. And Alexander has his second goal of the weekend on a beautiful pay by Jackson Price, who's probably had the two best games I've seen him play. He looks up and sees Alexander going to the net and sends it over for the easy tip in. And we have a Blues lead with 8:31 left in the third, 2-1. This line has been the most productive for the JV this weekend. So, center ice face-off, Alexander, Carson, and Price out there with Guile and Gunnar Carroll back. Ames wins the face-off, but can't control it. Gunnar throws it in. Dribbles on the goalie, but doesn't get to him. Blues can't control. Cyclones bring it out. Down the left wing, pull up, drop it back to the point. Feathers one in, but Carroll ties the man up. Price takes a look up ice. Oh, he tries to hit Carson, but it was a bit behind him. And there's a scrum along the boards. The puck's still in neutral ice. Finally, it slides in. Carson gets it. Wisely sends it back to his D partner, who sends it back up off the boards to him. Nice pass by Carson to Place coming off the bench. Place sends it back to Carson. Oh, the shot gets blocked out by a stick. Beckwith in front. Oh, she can't get enough on it. It's sent up to the point. Sucheski carries it deep. Down below, but he's finally squeezed off. Beckwith gets in there, forces a turnover. Place collects it along the boards. Down in the corner, but he's rubbed off, but he keeps skating. Tries to send it out front. Oh, it's tied up behind the net. Beckwith presses her man around to Place, who can't get it up the boards hard enough. Out to neutral ice. Sucheski, they're changing. Pruitt going to the net. Sucheski gets a shot. Oh, but the goalie makes a stop. He opened his pads up just a bit and squeezed off the puck. Fortunate for him, because we had a player headed to the net looking for that rebound. So now the tables have turned. The Blues are up 2-1 on the Ames Cyclones. Face off to the left. The goalie dropping the puck. Waterman gets it, slides it down. Puck sent down deep. Blunk sends it back behind the net. Mendoza can't control it. It bounces off his stick, comes out in front. Smith, though, pressing the Cyclone player, tying two of them up, still battling. The puck's tied up along the end boards. Mendoza in for support. He tries to press his man, but falls down. Puck comes out, but Blanc somehow gets it in without offsides, but it comes right back out. Waterman, Sucheski, play pass. Blanc loses control, but the Ames player carries it in his zone. Smith's on him, but he makes a nice move to get by Smith. Nice pass to the left wing, shot high from the blue line. Barr controls it, almost can't control the rebound, then stops it. So back and forth action here with 6:20 left in the third period. Now Ames is desperate, where the Blues had been desperate up till a minute ago. Face off to the right of Gavin Barr. We have Drissel. We have Carroll and Munsterman out there. Puck comes up the boards to Munsterman. He gets it out. Drissel picks it up, but loses control. It's picked off his stick. But it ends up on Carroll's stick. Oh, he tries to hit Munsterman, but a little ahead of him. And the Cyclones carry it out. Drissel tries to stick check his player, but loses his stick. It's out front. Oh, Barr slid over it just in time. The puck is directed to the far boards. Blues chip it in. Drissel forechecking hard behind the net. Puck comes up the near boards. Munsterman bumps his man, but Cyclones still control. It's off Drissel's skates, but finally, Ames gets it to neutral ice. Carroll picks it up, takes a look, sends it over. Munsterman right in the middle, but he can't get past his man, doesn't know where the puck is. It's up high by the blue line, and out come the Cyclones with it. Oh, there's a big check from Alexander coming off the board, or coming off the bench. Carroll gets it, sends it out. Cut comp backhands it up to the red line, but it's hammered back in the zone. Guile collects, takes a look. Oh, his pass attempt. Guile's pass attempt didn't come off his stick, but for 2 feet, and the Ames player right there gets a hold of it, puts it top shelf over the blocker of Barr, and we have a tie game with 5:02 left. It's 2-2. Back and forth we go. All right, the Blues have to shake that off. Keep pressing the way they were. Keep playing hard. We've gotten 2 by the goalie finally. We can get a third. So we have Alexander, Price, Karsten taking the face-off. The Blues win it. Gunnar Carroll skates it over the red line, dumps it in. His D partner is Ryan Waterman. Price gets his stick on it as it comes out the other side. Oh, there's a shot from Karsten, but the goalie gets his glove on it. And we'll have a face-off to the left of the goalie. Ames changing up. Drop of the puck. Ames wins it. Can't control it. Finally, they get to it. Chip it up, but it's not out. Gunnar Carroll with a nice stick. Shot on net. Deflected behind the... Oh! And Karsten gets a backhand on it and throws it just inside the far post, just past the toe of the goalie's skate. That's one he wants back. So that line, again, adds another goal to their weekend and puts the Blues up 3-2. All right, we have Place, Pruitt, Beckwith out there. Ames controls the face-off. D-to-D pass in their own zone. Sends it up the boards. Beckwith deflects it, but can't control it. Puck comes back. It's high up. Well, that should have been a hand pass, but it wasn't called. Puck comes to Pruitt. He's in. Tries to get past his man. Beckwith gets her stick on it. Pokes it in, but nobody. Nope. Place over skates it. Here come the Cyclones back. Guile trying to make up for his previous mistake. Oh. And there's pushing and shoving. Beckwith rode her man hard down into the ice, but the Cyclone player took offense to it and started pushing on her. Then her teammates come to her defense. So back and forth it goes. 4:03 left in the third. The Blues with a 1-goal lead, trying to hold off these pressing Ames Cyclones. Face off to the left of Gavin Barr, who just made a nice stop on a dangerous play. So We have face-off and neutral ice for some reason. Blunk takes it, controls it, wins it, sends it back to Cutcomp. He controls it, takes a look. Oh, sends it dangerously across the ice to Waterman, but it was almost picked off. Waterman fortunately got to it. Hammered out of the zone, bounces off Blunk. Over-skated by Mendoza. Waterman to it first, takes a slash, no call. Cuts back hard, it's out. 2-on-1. And it's offside. Smith was trying to control it. Mendoza just crossed the line ahead of him. So where you got to communicate. He should have been yelling, dump it. I can get to it. Easy for me to say because that's what I do is talk. All right. Conversation with the Ames bench. There's the whistle. Blunt taking the face off, wins it back. Waterman collects, takes a look, feathers it off the board to Mendoza, who swipes at it but can't get control of it. And it's set in. Cutcomp gets back to it, hammers it off the end board all the way around to Smith. It deflects off his stick and skates, but ends up on Cutcomp's stick. He sends it around the boards. Mendoza takes a look over his shoulder, gets it, sends it to the blue line. Ames gets a hold of it but drags it out. Waterman sends it up, and it's hammered in by Smith. Oh, weird bounce. The goalie had to be awake for that one. Gloves it, drops it. Here come the Flyers with 3 minutes left in the third. Sacheski sends it up the boards after their collision. Sacheski knocks his man down, but he comes back up with it. Oh, nice play by Carroll to tie the man up in front. Uh-oh, tripping called on somebody. Well, it must be Mendoza getting a tripping call. He looks like he's headed, nope, he's to the bench. No, they called Sacheski for tripping. Okay. All right, with 2:45 left in the third period, the Blues are having to kill a penalty. They've given up one power play goal. Driscoll takes the face off. Ames wins it, controls it, but it's out of the zone. Here comes Munsterman. It's a foot race. He gets to it. 2-on-1. Oh, and Munsterman scores! A nice shot, shorthanded goal, past the blocker of the goalie. He sits there dejected. After having a nice game, he gives up one that he definitely wants back. It puts the Blues up 4-2. But we're still killing a penalty with 1:52 left on the penalty to Sacheski for tripping. The Blues have scored shorthanded to go up by 2. All right, change up on the penalty killing unit. Driscoll's out there with Munsterman with Blunk back and Gunnar Carroll back. Ames controls the face-off, bobbles it, sends it back in their own zone. They play pass and catch. Little fancy drop pass. They finally carry it in. High at the blue line, cutting across the blue line. Takes the hard angle shot. Bauer does a nice stop of stopping that. There's a little pushy shovey. A little exception taken to a stick at the pad. But the linemen are in there quick to slow that down. Face-off coming to the left of Bauer. 1:29 left on the penalty. 2:14 left in the game. Blues up 4-2 after trailing most of the game 1-0. But the Blues press hard. Blues win the face-off, but can't control. Ames turns, fires one short side of the net. Up on the blue line. Mendoza pokes it off the stick, but can't control it. Cyclones come away with it right down the slot at the hash marks, but driven off the puck. Can't get a shot off. Smith high up on the blue line. Ames loses control, but manages to get it down. The Ames player, if he would have shot on his backhand, might have had a goal, but tried to forehand it, shoots it over the net, and the Blues get it down the ice. Mendoza forechecking hard, chasing after the man. Cyclones cross the red line, into the zone they go. Gets around the Blues player, takes a shot. There's a rebound, high in the slot, drops by the hash marks, and Barr Makes a nice pad save and gets his glove on it with a Cyclone player dangerously standing there in front of the crease. We have 36 seconds left to kill on the penalty. Minute 21 left in the game. Blues up by 2 on a spectacular shorthanded goal by Nolan Munsterman. There's a drop of the puck. Scramble. To the blue line it goes. Cyclones go D to D. It's over everybody's head dangerously, but just over the top of the crossbar. Blues get it out. The goalie was going to the net for an extra attacker. But then notice the Blues had control. Heads back to the net. 1 minute left in the game. 14 seconds on the power play. Alexander out there killing a penalty. Back checking, forward checking. Guile gets a stick in the way. It's up top at the blue line. Guile pokes it off the stick. Empty net on Ames' end. In the zone, but the puck's knocked off to neutral ice. They have to tag up. 37 seconds left. Empty net. Dressel sends it wide of an empty net. Guile down low. Takes his man down. No call. Send up to the blue line. Blunt gets it. Throws it off a Cyclone player. Gets back to it. Collects it. Can't get back to the next one. Alexander gets it and scores again! Trey Alexander having the weekend of his Blues career. Tallies another goal. This time an empty netter. Goes off number 8's skate. And the Blues are up 5-2 with 19 seconds left in the game. So we have Place, Pruitt, Beckwith out there as the forwards with Cutcomp and Gunnar Carroll back as D. Drop of the puck. Scramble. Comes back to Cutcomp. Sends it over to Carroll. Carroll up the boards to Pruitt. Pruitt deflects it in the zone. Forechecking hard. 5 seconds left. Pruitt just stands there. They're going to be gentlemanly about it. And there's the end of the game. The Blues come away with a 5-2 win after trailing most of the game, 1-0. Bauer had to make some wonderful stops late in the game on dangerous chances as the Cyclones pressed. And the Blues come away with 2 wins on the weekend. And there's the handshake lines, and we'll end this broadcast, and we'll be back for the varsity game in just a bit.